deluded line calling, freaking score calling and point awarding. Fuck with you. You freaking change your freaking ruling of the 10th game of the second set, or you freaking are fired. You understand? And you'll overrule all of your incorrect double faults which you gave to a Ukrainian player all the freaking time. To get to Lazarenko. Understand? Either you take back your girl's wrong decisions. At least in the last game. You change your ruling. Or I'm freaking overruling you. From now on, classificators are overruled. And the score is 5-5. You freaking understand? The score is 5-5. Your ruling is cancelled. Last 2 points, your ruling doesn't even count. It is 5-5 score and you keep on offsetting this match. You understand? Either that, either keep on calling the lines with the score of 5-5. You deranged umpire. You freaking are fired so that you agreed to call the score of 5-5. You understand? You disgusting, deranged umpire. This Lazarenko versus Talaba Walberg match. You will not keep the score as is. Because it's incorrect, especially those last 2 calls are wrong. And you're wrong by actually giving yet another double fault. So Lazarenko, she did not miss twice in a row on her serve. She did not miss both of her serves. In that point, she did not. The fact that you only so Ukrainian player called all the serves as double faults already shows that you're corrupt umpire. That you're playing favorites. You wanted at least one Swedish player to advance. You wanted at least 1 or 2 Swedish players that they got to semi-finals, and you keep on cheating. You keep on favoring your own players. So you overturned all of your brain-dead calls. You understand? You dishonest umpire. You understand? Either you change your freaking ruling, or I'm actually changing your calls anyways by calling ITF and getting you suspended for corrupt offsetting. And your calls in the last game will be anyway overruled. And you will not be able to do anything about it. Because they will be overruled by your bosses, by ITF, tennis government bodies. Your calls will be anyway overruled. I think this match should be investigated because no way actually Lazarenko made this many mistakes. She no way actually was the only one who got double faults, who missed both of her serves. Your arrogance is what led Lazarenko into defeat. Your arrogance, and you will keep on offsetting this match with the score of 5-5. You understand? You corrupt umpire. Either see you actually keeping on offsetting this match with the score of 5-5 and giving the 10th game to Lazarenko because she won that game according to the rules. She actually won that game. Which part of this you freaking don't understand? You can't just steal a service card from a tennis player away. Which part of this you don't get? You deranged umpire. You can't just on your own call out the lines and shots. All of that should be according to the reality, truth, facts, and in accordance in official tennis rules. That's how it should be. If a player misses 2 back-to-back serves, then it's out. Then that player loses that point. If a player misses his shot, then that should be called as out. And for that player who missed that shot, and as it is with the case of player doing double fault, missing 2 back-to-back serves, it should be a point to the opponent, no matter which player did that. If a player makes a winner, then it's a point for that player who did the winner, and not how you actually dreamed to be. Also, if a player hits an ace, then this is a point for a player who hit an ace. And again, not the way how you actually imagined or dreamed. In your dreams, that Lazarenko actually lost this match. In your freaking wildest dreams. You can actually freaking take your incorrect calls to yourself. Also in the first set you did wrong line calling and point awarding. As soon as Lazarenko was 1 point away from equalizing the scoreline, it wasn't any more points for her anymore. Just that other time you immediately called that as a double fault again. As a reason to take away her point. You made that double fault up as you did with those other double faults, which you called. Made things up. We all know it that you're freaking wrong. You're freaking wrong about those calls. About those given double faults. And enforced errors and Talaba Walberg's winners. You're freaking wrong about that. You stole so many freaking points from Lazarenko that it's actually crazy. You freaking stole. You freaking stole. And you do freaking umpire realize that now Lazarenko has actually every right to actually freaking call the police on you. So get your freaking incorrect calls overruled. And get actually fined and imprisoned for such match fixing, for such corruption in this match. You do realize it, right? That you can't go to prison with such corrupt officiating. And I'm scolding you because of your bad behavior in this match. Because of your incompetence in official tennis rules. Because of your dumbass calls. Because of your incorrect decisions. Because you favored home crowd favorite. Lazarenko was raising her level. And you still didn't give her points, which she deserved to win, which she actually won, according to official tennis rules. Still kept on favoring Talaba Walberg just because she's in this tubby tournament is actually a home crowd favorite. That's your freaking reasoning. And I'm 100% sure that that's impacted on your decisions. Talaba Walberg being actually home crowd favorite in this tournament. Since this tournament happens in Sweden, and Talaba Walberg is also Swedish, you gave her more points for winners and opponents and for terrors than you did to the Ukrainian player, Lazarenko. Also, you didn't actually like that Lazarenko was starting to outplay your favorite player. You got mad at her. You're actually trying to find any excuse possible to take away her points, which she actually won. Especially at the end of the second set, you cheated. Cheated. You will have to overturn your delusions in line calls and point awardings. You pathetic umpire. Otherwise, you freaking will go to prison to think about what you have done. You cannot be penalized badly for your mistakes. In line calls and point awardings by making absurd calls in favor of Talaba Walberg. Just when had Lazarenko that one game point, you immediately called that serve as a double fault. You only to Lazarenko called all the serves as double faults. Only once called serve for Talaba Walberg as a double fault, but 6 times. So Lazarenko, that's not fair. That's clearly is unfair towards Ukrainian. That you didn't pay attention to what actually Talaba Walberg was actually doing. That's the root of your mistakes. Your inability to pay attention to both players. You were only looking for an excuse to take away points from Lazarenko. You didn't actually do the same thing to Talaba Walberg whatsoever. That's your biggest mistake, and that's why you're disgrace to tennis society. That's why you will have to overturn those last 2 calls and give those points to Lazarenko, because you already managed points robbed in that game from Lazarenko. Because how come can only for everything get points? How come only for her mistakes and opponents' winners can only Talaba Walberg get points? How come Lazarenko didn't get points for opponents' mistake, for opponents' winners and her own mistakes, huh? How come? How come you didn't make same decisions for Lazarenko, huh? Do you really think it's fair? I kind of don't think it's actually fair. You will pay for it. Either this match continues with 5-5 scoreline or you're fired.